I met my co-founder Devin in first year of university, and he was working on a project at BlackBerry, which was to deliver their enterprise software services to an SMB group of buyers, and they needed a product manager co-op on that role. So I was largely responsible for the delivery of a specific software product. I had contracted a number of companies to build videos to explain the installation process of this software. The impact of those videos drew down the amount of time required for someone to install the software. It drew down the number of support tickets they got, and so it actually had a positive impact on the cost centers and therefore the margin of the software we were building. And my co-founder Devin and I realized that we actually had an opportunity to build better quality videos at lower cost with less overhead. And so when it came to starting to ideate around a company or something that we wanted to do, we realized we could build videos for these businesses at a fraction of the cost and do a handful of these projects on an annual basis and live happily ever after in a services business. We solved the first problem, which was video production. Right. Through that process, we identified a whole slew of other problems, which was the hosting and management of videos, the analysis of videos, ROI tools around videos, communicating, selling, training, all that type of stuff around video. There was no clear software product that did that for the market. We had an opportunity to build the technology. So we used the funds from the services business, video production, to fund the technology development. And that gave us access to customers early on and gave us traction before we even considered raising money. So we really built the business in a traditional way. It wasn't just two guys with an idea asking for funding to go and build that idea. It took us about a year and 6 months to get the software out the door from the moment we decided to make videos, which was pretty quick. But then it took us about another year to figure out how to sell the software and make it reliable and all those other things. And so at the end of that 2.5-year period, so going into 2012, is when we said, okay, we need to shut down the content production services entirely and focus on Vidyard, because it was just too difficult to sell and manage and build teams and focus around both. And we had raised money for the growth of the software product. The scale of a SaaS company based on the number of heads you have in-house is nearly unlimited, and the customers that we're making videos for became our customers on the platform. So every communication you do needs to include a video format, right? Because people need the option. Yeah, I think that the pitch is we're a video experience company. So your organization is built of a diverse group of people, but a lot of those individuals in your organization grew up with access to a mobile phone, and they're what we call the video native. And the video native coming into your workplace expects to learn with video, to communicate with video, to sell with video, and inevitably to be sold to with video. And so it's everything. It's brand, it's your sales process, it's education, it's everything that you do with any other form of content you can do with video. So I'm almost remiss to bucket it into those three categories. The core kind of elemental thing we do is individual user level data. So who are you? Who do you work for? Which videos did you watch? How long did you watch them for? All that data gets reported in the system. And from there, you can do a whole bunch of awesome stuff, right? So through our integration with Salesforce, for instance, you can pin that viewing record against the opportunity record. So now I can start to say, wow, this video generated this many dollars in pipeline and this much money in closed business. Your sales rep can be notified when someone watches that video at the company and can follow up immediately, right? And you're looking for those propensity triggers, you're looking for that digital body language. So there's the core subset of data that's important, but then what is it that you do with it? And the next step for us as it relates to AI and some of these compounding factors in technology development is inferring more information from the video. So this video didn't work based on the ROI numbers or pipeline numbers. Here's our recommendations on what you can do to fix that video moving forward. That's one of the most powerful things about what we do, is that we stream roughly 50 million videos a day. And so we have huge amounts of data. We can do things like, from an innovation perspective, lightweight image processing on content to identify what works with which markets and why. Potentially, we can see the same viewer across multiple companies, and we can gauge that individual's viewing experience with one company versus another, which might be a commentary on the quality of the content. There's so much stuff we can do with that data, and every single day that data set gets more rich and more educated.